Next stage, a man looking for trouble. What can you see beyond the darkness?
When you look beyond the darkness, tell me, what do you see? It's your boy TINY to the P. Yeah, he's looking for trouble here on twitch.tv with Crash or Jade or Spyro or Leon Kennedy. Is there a new game to start? Is he doing some art? Maybe knowledge of an 80s children's show to impart? Cause he's plentiferious, vigorous, rigorous. He's damn vociferous. When arting or Mario Karting, he's straight carnivorous. Tiny Peter. Tiny Peter.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
With a great rate of save states debating his fate, Peter's greeted by emotes of cheaters when people donate. Give him a or a and we'll build up the hype, and I'll struggle to read half the words that you type. So are you ready to go? Come on, what will it be? Are we gaming or painting or watching dated kids TV? Grab a bite, crack a Sprite, dim the lights, sit tight, cause the stream's about to start and the mics sound right, boy. Tiny Peter. Tiny Peter.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Boy.
Hello everyone, and welcome to a live stream with me, Tiny Peter. I've arrived, just about. Good grief, busy old day, but I'm here. Here I am. And we're going to play some Beyond Good and Evil 20th Anniversary Remastered Anniversary Edition, something. I'm very excited. We're going to play some more of that. Between now and the last stream, I've got the platinum. You know, it's all right. Hold your applause. No, really do. Yes, I did a little speed run of the game on, what was it, last Thursday or something, or Wednesday. I don't know when it was, but had a great time. And finished it. There was a bit of a weird bug quite early on in the game. I was like rushing through, and obviously every time a cutscene comes up, I'm like skipping through it and stuff. I'm like mashing the X button or the circle button to try and skip these cutscenes. And I skipped a cutscene very early on in the Black Isle ancient mine, and the whole screen like faded to black, and then nothing was happening. I was like, what? And I was like, I skipped the cutscene and the game's not come back. And I was like, oh great, it's just locked now. I'm gonna have to restart. And I'd done like 20 minutes or something of a live stream so far, and I was like a bit annoyed. And then suddenly, like after like 10 seconds, it like loaded in again, and it was just me post cutscene. No, actually, I think even more strangely than that, I was at the start of the Black Isle again. It like booted me back to the entrance to the area I was in. And it had added like 10 minutes onto my timer, even though it had been like 10 seconds.
Wednesday, my dudes,
really
you know
weird.
What that means. It's time for a live stream from Master Jedi Peter Austin. How are you? How was your weekend? Hope you are having a fantastic day.
So that's one to look out for if you're using the actual speedrun clock in a very serious way to try and get like a good time. It's possible to glitch like 10 minutes being added to your official in-game time. But if you weren't playing it seriously for the actual time like me, it doesn't matter. You can just continue playing through and you'll get the trophy for having done a speedrun. So with that 10-minute penalty, and also stopping to just like have a conversation for a while with my wife for probably 15 minutes. I think my final time was something like, it was about 3.5 hours or something. So
one number less than last week's number. Completely lost track of time and don't have the capacity to work out the required number currently.
Oh dear.
Normal service will be resumed next week. Have a great stream and I look forward to the vlog.
Well, where am I? Thank you to Stevens Godes for your 100 bits. I'm very well, thank you. I had a nice weekend. Been doing some garden work at my house. To be fair, Amy's done most of it because she's been doing it while I've been at the office, and she's been, kind of in her downtime, she's done a little bit of stuff in our garden. But apart from that, all right. And to be honest, you can't get that much done at the moment because it's been so miserable in the UK. A lovely wet July, but it is now really bright and warm. In fact, too warm. So you can never have it just right, but I'd rather have it like that, so at least we can go out and finish our garden. So, yeah, that's mainly what my weekends have looked like and will continue to look like for a short time. Nick Gage, 79, subscribed via Prime, 46 months. Hello from Amsterdam. I've taken 30 students on a music tour. The sights they saw yesterday. Sir, what's a GIMP mask? Have a good stream, my dude. Thank you, Nick Gage, 79. I never went away to a foreign country with school, which was a shame because my older brother did and my younger sister did, both at the same school. But I just never happened to be either in the right clubs that would go away, like my sister went away with the choir and stuff like that, or didn't take the right subjects. Because my brother went away twice with history. He went to South Africa, would you believe, which is mad. And he went to Berlin as well for like a bunch of Cold War history. And when they were in Berlin, they got off the U-Bahn, the underground, and as they were coming out of a station, a bunch of the kids had this like medical episode where they were like their like throats were burning, and I think like a couple of them were being sick and stuff. And apparently someone had been using like mace or pepper spray on the outside of the somewhere on the exit of the U-Bahn, and there was, I don't know if it can like stay in the air for a while, or maybe there'd been some actual like a bit of minor civil unrest, and rather than just a bit of spray, like some sort of canister had been used. I don't really know. I don't know how much has to be there for it to linger such that kids coming off the U-Bahn later on can have a choking attack, but that's apparently what happened. So that's all I really remember about the trip that he did. But hey, I hope you have a great time in Amsterdam, Nick Gage. I was there not long ago to visit some family, studying out there. I had a great time. It was my first time there, actually, and we went down to Leiden, and that was also lovely. Kind of just a lot like Amsterdam, but a bit less touristy. So that was nice. Naked Statue, thank you for the 100 bits as well. The number thing continues to be spooky, and if I didn't already know it, which I sort of did, clearly there is an actual number you're counting down to if you actually need to be able to work out what it is. So that tells me something, but also not much. So hey, I don't know, maybe it's the anniversary of something you're counting down to. I don't know what it is. I don't remember what last week's number was. Maybe next time you do it, when you've worked it out, I think we've had this conversation before where I tried to work out what the final week would be, and I still couldn't necessarily tell what things were or what it was about. I don't know. Did you do a weed? No, didn't do a weed. Or maybe you're asking Nick Gage, but I didn't do a weed. I'm not so interested in doing a weed anymore. I did a bit of a weed on numerous occasions in my 20s, and it never really did that much for me, to be honest. It was hard to tell how much it did for me because I would always do it in combination with alcohol. And so it's like, okay, I feel like very relaxed and kind of, giggly right now or whatever. We're watching silly like meme videos or whatever. How much of that is just because I'm drunk? I don't know. But there we go. A hype train is close apparently, but we've got 5 seconds left. Thank you, Crimson Dude, for subscribing for 6 months. Sub wasn't loading for some reason. To 6 more months of triple jump. Indeed. Thank you, Crimson Dude, for the 6 months. That's half a year. And Stephen's gifted a sub to Alex Scott, or A7X Scott, taking Stephen up to 1239 gift subs. Thank you so much, Stephen, for that huge number. Madness. I did edibles once and thought I was going to die. I made the mistake of having 3 massive brownies, says Plushy Lapshenikin. Yeah, that is a mistake. All I know about edibles is that you don't want to have a lot of them, basically. Have a little bit. Yeah. Someone I know had edibles in Amsterdam, I think, and they thought after the fact that maybe there'd been something else in them as well, or possibly something had been put in their drink or something, because they had like what's the word? Like actual hallucinations, rather than just, which, you know, theoretically, cannabis, marijuana should not make you hallucinate. It can do a number of things to you, including make you feel very paranoid, but it shouldn't make you actually. I can't remember if you saw or heard things or both, but yeah, there could have been maybe something else in their brownie. Right, so I'm going to launch the game, and I have moved over my face cam to the left because it was covering up things like the email alert and not much else, but hey, now you will definitely be able to see all of the HUD. I don't think anything happens in the bottom left corner, so that's why I'm over here. Hello. Right, so I also had hallucinations, so maybe it's just a lot of weed, says Plushy Loves Jenikin. Maybe it is just if you have a lot of it, or it's very potent, you can actually hallucinate. So yeah, maybe in both your case and her case, that's what happened. Right, load game. This is where we are, the Iris Den. So, we, in fact, where is the M-Disc reader? There it is. Yeah, that's where I arrived. We'll just watch this again, just to refresh our memories. So we've just joined the Iris network officially. Here we are. Here's Mr. Han, who I was calling Hal in the previous episode. He looks a bit strange, but that's fine. We've met all the gang, and we've been told that their agent Double H went to the Neutrophils factory, which is this giant crowbar. And he was doing an investigation and he hasn't come back, but this is the last we've heard from him. We did watch it at the end of the last stream, but we'll just refresh our memories.
The Alpha sections.
Yeah, we'll skip through this.
We must a general, but that's where you come.
Okay, here we go.
1923. I am in the Forbidden Zone. 1930. I can see the shuttles coming and going from the upper platform. 2003. I have succeeded in penetrating into the factory. 2050. I'm exhausted. I must have swam almost 2 miles. 2110. I'm inside. That's it. I can see the black cases. A noise. Hey, what the?
Apparently, they've trained a Reaper. The presence of this animal along with the Sigma rays are the proof of the presence of a Spirit Eater. These are his last shots. We've had nothing else for the last 4 days. Radio silence.
We'll leave it there. I discovered, by the way, on the... Oh, in fact... Yeah.
Jade, you'll have to pick a code name to sign your articles with.
Shawnee.
That's very weird and confusing that happens. So, oh, yikes! Oh no! Oh dearie me. Well, accept and report, I suppose. Let's try again. See what happens. I had one crash when I first played the game. In fact, did I? Or was that even a different game? I've had a crash on something recently. Yeah, at the very, very beginning of the game, when I first booted it up the day it came out, and I have not had a single one since then until just now. So hopefully that's a bit of a one-off, and it's not going to be it's not just going to keep happening now. Oh, we've got an autosave in the Akuda bar from when we exited the exactly where we were.
Keep up the good work, Sugar. And one day, you just might come out of your shell.
out of your shell. That's the password for Iris. Safe and sound in its shell. Right, so yes, I looked on the Beyond Good and Evil wiki. There is one the other day, because I was confused why Peepers, who is clearly meant... The whole idea is he's meant to be blind, right? That's part of his character. He makes a joke later on saying you'd have to be blind not to see it. He's meant to be blind. He's actually pretending to be blind. The whole idea is that when you come in here and he looks at the screen and says, a spirit eater, he's not blind. He just pretends to be, which, it's probably problematic in some way. But, yeah, I guess it allows him to kind of keep an eye on what's going on in the bar without people knowing he's watching them. But, there you go. Right, so... I feel like I was saying something else as well before, but I'm not sure. So we'll just carry on. Oh yeah, Shawnee. I'll talk about that in a minute. Neutrophil's factory. You know where it is? Yep, Southgate. The giant crowbar for 300-meter long nails. We really need to get some cash into our account. You said it. You know, Ming Tzu sells all kinds of detectors for his store, for animals, for pearls. I'm sure they'd be a big help. Yeah, but we can't get to Ming Tzu's store at the moment because it's in the Forbidden District. Oh, that's weird. When I talk to Paige, Rufus in the back there goes into his talking animation. He thinks I'm talking to him. Very weird. Does he do it when I talk to anyone? Let's see. Yes, he does. Whenever you talk to anyone, Rufus thinks you're talking to him. Nosy Parker. We could start with a bit of disc game, shall we? Let's do it. Try and win his pearl. Hey Francis. Hey Jade. Want to play a game? Word has it. Where's you're the best. You better believe it. Nobody's stupid enough to bet against me. I am. Yep. Okay, I'll give it a go. Bet 1,000 against the pearl. Oh yeah. It actually controls the way it's supposed to in this version of the game, which is nice.
Okay, you win the...
No, Jade, you did the wrong voice line. Not you win this time. I won this time. Right. Yeah, so I was talking about... He says, hey, Jade, you need a code name to sign your articles with. And she immediately, without hesitation, says, Shawnee. And it's like, but why... What? Why... Where's that come from? You can now say the Iris password to various people. And most of them... Oh, that's the password for the terrorist from Iris, huh? Hope you ain't one of them, Jade. It is actually a haiku, if you count the syllables. But some people, you'll speak to them, if you say the Iris password, they'll go, oh, yeah, I'm also a member. Hey, what about you? That's the Iris password. The terrorists. They're just taking advantage of all the chaos to make a buck. The way that way they can suck the Hylians dry of their pearl savings. Alright, fine. See you all later. Yeah, she says Shawnee without even thinking about it, and like it, but that's what she gets called by the Doms like villains in this game. She has actually heard the word in her little hallucination at the start of the game, so maybe that's where she picked it up from. Or is it something sort of deep inside her that she just instinctively says, oh yeah, Shawnee, that's my nickname. Dunno, it's strange. It's a mystery that remains unsolved, but perhaps will be solved later perhaps in a prequel. So this is where we want to go, but unfortunately...
Well, I'll be. They've even blocked off this passage.
You are entering a hazardous zone.
They blocked it off.
For your safety, please leave the area. You are
For your safety, please.
Why is he not grabbing me?
You are entering a hazardous zone.
There we go.
For your safety, please. Thank you for your cooperation.
I think I wasn't quite close enough. He was ready to grab me, and when I moved closer, he grabbed me and threw me away. So we can't get through that way, but I want to cross the city that way, but there's also one there. But we can equip ourselves at the Mamago garage with a tool for the job. So we'll do that. It was a hat, wasn't it? He had a pearl on his hat, and now he doesn't. So, yeah, once you've got the controls that actually work...
I once saw a pearl detector at Ming Tsu's. Seemed reasonable.
This game is not too tricky. When you're playing it emulated and the controls work a bit differently, it makes it a lot harder. Hey, if we speak to, I think it's this guy. Hi Babacar, how's it going? It's going. We can't count on anyone but ourselves to protect us. The Alpha sections couldn't care less what happens to us. And if you say the Iris password to him... Huh? You know the password for... you? Mm-hmm. Be careful, Jade. He knows I work for Iris. So, here we are. How many pearls do we actually have? Enough? Yes. Put.
Well done, Yade.
There we go. Lock onto 3 targets. Okay, sold. Aha, you won't regret it, Jade. The Mamago boys are full of good advice. Indeed. Well, let's hop in. We've got a gun on the top now. Very cool. I'm on the wrong screen here. You guys are missing half of this. There we go. Blimmin' heck. This is a weird, like, one-off DOMS attack where there are a lot of projectiles coming down, and I think there are ships. You see these ships in the sky? You know, you can sort of practice with your gun, but there are so few ships that there aren't really that many to even attack. It's kind of a strange one-off attack. Like, normally you have one of the big bone caterpillar things that you have to defeat. But in this instance, yeah, you might see the odd dom shit, but anyway, you can do absolutely nothing, and eventually the attack just ends. It's a weird one.
I once saw a pearl detector at Ming
Oh.
Tsu's. Seemed reasonable.
No! Aimed at the wrong thing. There we go. Did it. Killed it. So now we can move. Now we can move from one side of the city to the other without having to drive through the canal district, which is handy. So, in fact, what I want to do, before we go to the factory, I want to spend a bit of quality time with Paige. So what we'll do is, we'll do a bit of, a couple of looters' caverns, and then we will, yeah, I know how to do the compass. And then we might do a bit of hovercraft racing, and then we'll head to the factory. So at the moment, I guess Jade doesn't know quite how serious things are with Iris and the Alphas. Maybe later she'll think, hey, no, there's a lot going on here and we can't spend time having fun.
Jesus, Jade, look out! Looters!
Hello, Solo Quetzal. Welcome.
Stick to them like glue!
So this is a looter's cavern. There are 4 of them. They take money off you not all your money.
Spark that closes the doors.
And that little yellow spark that's running along the cable, you have to race it.
Looking good.
Otherwise the doors close on you and the looters get away.
Fuss to steal a couple of trinkets. They must be hiding something bigger than that. Good one, Jay. Don't let them out of your sight.
And if you get to the end, the big thing that they're hiding, that Paige just alluded to, is of course a pearl. So this is one of many ways to earn pearls in the game. Really nice designs, these looters' caves, I think, and you whiz through them like, you know, so quickly you barely even get to see them. There's a nice bit in, I don't think it's in this one, reminds me of Rue's Tubes from Crash Team Racing, where there's like an underwater tunnel thing that you drive through. Here's a jump through a waterfall. Oops.
He's cornered, Jay. Read him his rights.
Uh,
Fire! Caught in his own trap.
there we go, we got him. And we got a pearl. Looter's booty. So then the game eventually just loads you back into the overworld. There's no physical exit in this room. It just kicks you out eventually when you've got the pearl. So that's Looter's Cavern 1. Where is the other one? I don't think it's up that beach. I think that might be like a Vorax cavern or a Krochax or something. I'll just check though. Maybe it is up here. Nah, Vorax Lair. I don't want to come here just yet. Or, well, maybe we could do. Yeah, why not? Mix it up a bit. What is he? PA1. That's health gauge +1. Let's turn my desktop audio up a bit, really. It's a bit quiet, this game. There we go. Have we got these boys? Bufo erectus.
Great, I can start a backup.
She can start a backup. Now, see, now you can't see how much money I'm making. There's nowhere safe to put this this face cam. Hey, can you cut that open for me?
You overestimate me, Jade. If you don't give me some of those PA1s, I'll be a burden to you.
You're not having a PA1.
Just say when, Jade. Now. Hammer time.
You just put the face cam in the middle of the screen. There's no other way. You're right. It's the only safe place where there won't be any text. There's a lot of these boys.
Let's go.
Are they just climbing back up? Is that why? I think they are. I need to actually not knock them off, just physically kill them.
Jet boots attack. Now.
Here we go. Dead. So, oh, these, maybe they just keep coming, I don't know. Maybe they do. They are just spawning and spawning. I'm going to keep going. There we go. I'm gonna die. There we go. All of this just to get to that one Crochax at the end who's got a pearl. And actually, there is a lot of materia crystal here, which is nice.
Go get him, girl.
I'm in the money. I think there's a trophy for getting a certain amount of money at sort of at one time, like 50,000 or something. I don't know how much it is. And maybe there's not a trophy for that. I can't really remember. Some of them, quite a lot of them, I think, sort of happen quite organically. You don't have to work hard to platinum this, really. Right, let's kill a couple of Crochax.
Get off me, you stupid whatever you are.
Okay, another one with the pearl. And then we can get out of here.
Jade, need help. Ow, you're cruising for a bruising, Jade.
One thing I do want to buy from Ming Tzu's as soon as we have access.
Jade, we're rich.
Feel free to cast your pearls before swine.
Oh, I've never heard that. I've never heard those voice lines before because I always come here with Double H. There's still stuff to discover in this game because you'll have different conversations with people depending on who you bring along. So they've got voice lines prepared for whoever's here, and different characters say different things, which is nice. The word page is keep up and come and get in the hovercraft because it feels like those guys are just spawning constantly. So I don't know. In we get. So let's do a bit of story now. I can't think exactly where the next Looter's Cavern is, so we're not gonna go hunting for it. There are a bunch of little side dungeons like this in the world, and if I found a door that I thought was the Looter's Cavern, it would probably be another Thorax cave or something, or Crochax. So we will go and do what we're supposed to be doing, which is uncovering a great big conspiracy. So we're going to make our way over here towards... in fact, that might literally there be the Looter's Cavern too. And if it is, we'll go. And if it's not, I'll exit immediately. It is. We'll do it. We'll do it. I think this is the one with the tube.
Sweet Jesus, Jade, look out! Looters! Stick to them like glue!
I like how they just sort of debit your account like that.
Faster!
It's like those people who walk around with a little contactless card reader in their pocket and try and tap your wallet remotely. You can shoot the ship, shoot the looter's car, but it doesn't help you in any way. Because what you're actually racing against is that spark, as I say, that's travelling along the cable at the top. Because that is what activates the doors. Oh no. Darn. You can have another go though. In fact, it's a checkpoint, so the 2 boosts that I just used there, you do get back. You know, so you're literally going back to a checkpoint rather than having another go. I don't think the looter even gets to keep the money. So the looters never actually win, because if you lose, it just takes you back to the start. And you can exit as well. You can turn around and just start again. Come back later, I mean. So that's fine. Looters in the Looter's Cavern, never. Yeah. Yeah, the real mistake they made here was coming into a place called Looter's Cavern, I think. These runs are a lot easier, actually, when you unlock the ability to make your hovercraft jump, which I can't do at the moment. I can do a little boost like that, but it's kind of grimy, this one. It's not... I don't think this is the one with the nice tube. It's all a bit rusty and dirty. Maybe at the end there'll be a tube. Through we go. And we made it. Oh, God. Well, there we go. We've got a pearl. And now I will go and do some hard work for Jade Reporting and Company. Right, here we go. How are we all doing this Wednesday, by the way? What's going on? What are you doing with your Wednesday evenings post-stream? Chip Thompson's thumbs. Hello, welcome in. Good to see you. Oh. Did you see that? Big flying, like, manta ray thing up there. Oh!
For your safety, please leave the area.
Yeah.
Thank you for your cooperation.
He's like, I don't know how you were in there, but you're not supposed to be. So I'll get him now. There we go. These things don't respawn. It's just one in each sort of area. There we go. Not the best photo. It's Space Ghost's birthday. Happy birthday, Space Ghost. Did we get these in the end? These scorpion fish? I think we did. Yeah. Right. Here we go. The factory is this our way. Oh! Forgot. There we go. So, we'll dock up here. I think the door closes behind us, actually, and we're locked in. Chip Thompson's thumbs, thanks for gifting a sub to Space Ghost. Happy birthday, Space Ghost. A little gift there from the community. Oh, a lovely, lovely Vorax.
Vorax. We're seeing more and more of them these days.
The heat has broken in Minneapolis, so I'm hoping to enjoy some quality time on the deck this evening. Also, happy birthday, Space Ghost. Crimson Dude's still working. Shreddy Murphy, you'll be gardening. Steven Skoda says it's been another heatwave past few days. Oh, right. I didn't know you've been having heatwaves in the US of A. Right. So here it introduces a mechanic, which is take a picture of these, and the governor of Hillis, who is now working with the THYRUS network to try and get the alpha sections out of...
It's the code that we deciphered a couple of days ago. I'll send it to you.
Email.
Are you there yet, Shawnee?
Oh, yeah.
If he hasn't changed it, it's still that.
Z6Q6. So yeah, she wants to help us get rid of the alphas and the DOMs. So she's got her tech boys and girls on decoding doors like that. And really, it's just a game mechanic that is able to keep you in certain areas and not progress until you've done certain things. So we're here to take photos, incriminating photos of the DOMs and the alpha sections, and in order to prevent you from moving too far through the factory before you've taken a certain photo in a certain area, or exiting before you've taken the photo. If you come to one of these doors and say, "Oh, Governor, I can't get through this door, take a photo," and she'll say, "Yeah, I'll send you the code, but in the meantime, can you carry on taking photos and stuff?" And then you won't actually receive the code until you've done what she wants you to do. So, yeah. Right. 37 degrees C a lot this past month, says Stephen. It's just started to rain here. I'm tempted to stand on my porch like an old man and say, we needed this.
No problem.
Here we go. Oops.
Okay, we're gonna have to keep on our toes now, Jade.
Don't worry, Uncle Page. We'll just take some pictures and get home.
It'll be as easy as that. There will be no disaster. Oh my god. Calm down, rat. Hey, here's a bit of trivia. The reason these rats exist
Perfect. I'll date and file it.
is that originally, in a very early draft of the game, which included this location in concept art, Jade and Paige, although they weren't called that and didn't look like that back then, were, I think, exterminators. And they were brought to this factory to deal with, like, an infestation of rats. And the rat asset was made and was kept.
Hang on, Jade! I'm coming!
Shawnee, I've located the probable positions of the Alpha's activities. I've added them to your map for you to look at. Send us the pictures.
Is there a reason why you are human but everyone else is a talking animal, says Shreddy Murphy. Not everyone else. There are a lot of human characters. Shawnee. Oops. But yeah, there are a lot of these animal... they're actually human-animal hybrids in this world, and it's explored a lot more, or it's due to be explored a lot more in the prequel, Beyond Good and Evil 2, which may never be released, but is supposedly being released. They've already talked about some of the lore and world building in that game, even though the game itself may never actually come out. So yeah, there was a whole industry where they've made these hybrid animals for certain, like for different reasons. Like they've used monkeys for mining dangerous ore.
Go and make me wear out my jack boots, Jade.
The latest style in transportation.
That's not all, Jade. That's not all.
No.
Ha! So much for their fancy security system.
So now we can get through the electrical gate.
A Reaper? They're sicking a Reaper on us. Looks like he's on the prowl. He must keep an eye on the ducks. It's getting too risky, Jade. We're needed back at the lighthouse. Let's stop while we still can.
If the Iris network is telling the truth, then this is where we're needed most.
Indeed.
Okay. Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle. Nothing personal, Jade. Even the Vaders have been screwed with. Hang in there, old buddy. Uncle Page will make it all better.
You think you can fix it?
I'll give it a go, but don't be expecting any miracles. Took one heck of a jolt by the look of that cable. It's gonna be needing a new beater, too. It's up to you to find an organ donor.
A fuse. Oh, where do you expect me to find a fuse around here?
Gotta have one. He's in bad shape. As per the piston, did what it could. Just put the thingamajig back into whatchamacallit.
Brilliant. So looks like the elevator's electrical cable has been cut. I saw it. If only we could undo it from up there and get some juice from someplace else. This looks gonna be one heck of a report. Yeah, but don't forget, Jade, don't try and be a hero. Shoot everything that's odd and we're out of here. So, yeah, look, the electrical cable's broken as well. So we've got to fix that. Paige has mended the mechanism at least, but we also need to find a fuse. Also, we can, you know, all in aid of getting up to a higher floor so that we can take some photos, because there's nothing dodgy on this floor. Well, there is. There are. That's not true, but there's more up there. So we will go first to... yes, this way.
service Vader, dead ahead, Jade.
Mm-hmm. Let's head down here first, if you please. Into the laboratory.
Jade, look at the tracks. He's around here somewhere. And he's hungry. You know, those things love the taste of pork.
Do they? There are several references to the eating of pig meat in this game, like as a sort of a joke.
That's the cold storage room for their nasty Nutripills.
A joke at Paige's expense, like, when right at the beginning of the game, when the hovercraft is all smoking, they jump out of it, and Jade says, "Yeah, it's beginning to smell like smoked bacon in here." Which, when it's an actual, like, living, breathing, speaking, sentient, anthropomorphized individual, feels a bit weird. I like the taste of pork too, but I don't think I would joke about the taste of human flesh. Yeah, you're right, Ed. So here's a dead cow. You can submit photos of dead animals to the science center. There's like the Dom's like bone serpent. There's a dead one. If you miss the photo of all the live encounters you have, you can find a dead one and take a photo and send it. And with the Reaper as well that we're going to fight later on, the thing leaving all these tracks, if you don't take the photo while it's alive, you can take a photo of its dead body and submit it. However, this is a cow. You can't take a photo of the dead cow. It doesn't seem to count as an animal. I don't know why she thinks that this is not a living animal on the planet that, you know, needs putting into the collection. However, there is something on it that might be familiar to those of you who know your Ubisoft games. This little mosquito thing is an Hades Raymanis, and it is based on a villain, an enemy from the first Rayman game.
Okay, I've added it to my archives.
There's footage in the gallery in this game, the developers gallery. There's so much stuff in it. You should, if you're interested in this game and its development, you should check it out. But there's footage in the gallery of playable Rayman in this game. Just they've done a model swap with Jade's model, and Rayman's just running around like getting involved in combat against the alpha sections. It's really weird. Right, there we go. So you just go in there to take a couple of photos and get some stuff, but this is where we're going now. Ah! Actually, now that we did get a city pass, so I could have gone to. I really wish I had actually now gone to Ming Tsu's, because in Ming Tsu's shop, God, there's the you can upgrade your supercharge attack.
No need to thank me. Your sunny smile is thanks enough.
Yeah, I'll give you a sunny smile.
Hello TP in chat. If the stream started at the normal time, I would almost not be late. Indeed. Welcome. Good to see you, Lord Brotovich. Right, I'm going to get in the lift, and I need Paige to press the button from the outside. Up we go. Oh, I really regret not getting the super attack.
Where you going?
Gonna take a look over there.
Okie doke. Looks like I'm stuck here. Be careful!
Nothing to worry about.
Nothing to worry about, she says, getting attacked by a security robot. Fortunately, if you knock it into the electrical thing, it dies instantly. This door is locked at the moment. I think it's for later in a very Dark Souls-esque way, we can come out of here later as a shortcut. But in we go. Uh-oh. There he is. It's the boy. Oh, we got to save him. In fact, we got to take a photo first of a man being zapped by a spirit eater. Look at it up there. Not listed. Sigma rays. Let's get a good photo. There we go. Oh, I kind of missed the spirit eater in it. You can't really get it all in, but that's fine.
Got it, Shawnee. That's the first proof. The governor will surely accept to give you the code.
What up, all? Have we gone beyond the good and or evil yet? Says Lucy B. Not quite. We're working on it. So I now need to free the man. Yeah, there's a code that the governor will give us.
Neutrophil's factory. Secured locker. We should be able to find the code. I'll be in touch. It should work.
F9H4. No. And here we have
Okay, I keep for you.
our gyro disc launcher glove, which looks way better in this game than it did in the original. In the original, it's glove shaped like that, but is all just one single pink color with no shading or relief on it whatsoever. So, just gonna pop it on. And oh, it's a bit weird and twinkly. And I think this glove, there's something weird about this glove. I think it's actually like DOM's technology. I don't think like people just have gyro disc launching gloves in this world. I think it's like a kind of an alien artifact. If I head into my cosmetics, I think I've got a nice special shiny one. The pirate gloves. Launching gyro discs in pirate style. And you can see it on our hand there. Nice. So, we can save Double H now. You can see the discs are different as well. They're normally just pink discs, but they're all kind of spiky if you put the pirate one on.
You alright?
They turned my brain to jelly.
Are you our contact? Are you Double H?
Not sure.
Does the iris mean anything to you?
Listen here, Miss THYRUS.
Jade. My name is Jade.
I don't know why it's putting the subtitles in the middle of the screen like that.
How we're gonna get out of here.
For that, I may be of some assistance there.
So you are Double H.
Double H, Triple Z, oh, whatever pleases you, don't ask me. All I know is that in another 10 minutes, I was a goner. I owe you my life. Hence, you can count on me, Miss THYRUS.
Jade. My name is Jade.
At your service, Miss Jade THYRUS.
She asks him if the iris means anything to him, and he thinks that she's called ThYRUS. Miley Cyrus. Billy Ray Cyrus. Interestingly, originally the Iris Network was called Spoon, and I think he just calls her Miss Spoon or something in the French version, or used to. So in order to get out, we need to get through here, but we can't. Fortunately, this henchman, any bright ideas to get us out of here? Excuse me, Miss THYRUS, but I'm not exactly in the best state of mind to have any ideas. But I'm at your service. I can press the action button and tell him to do this.
Miss THYRUS, don't worry, everything's just fine. I'll find a way out of here.
Oh no. He says Carlson and Peters a lot. That's the military manual. We've lost signal. He's gone away. But if you're nearby him and you check his inventory, he actually carries a copy with him at all times. The military manual by I think they're both sergeants or something, Sergeant Carlson and Sergeant Peters. And he quotes it as well. And Jade appears to have read it too, because she quotes it as well. Right. Anyway, we're back here, so we can go meet up with Paige. The Reaper. Fear the Reaper. Yeah, it was nice to have. Oh, this is a good photo for the Science Centre. She'll love that one. It's eating a pig. Those things do love the taste of pork.
This monster has been extinct for thousands of years.
Oh my god. There goes my hero, says Plushy Loves. It was nice to have a partner for 2 seconds, yeah. So it's a fairly simple set of attacks and things with this fight. You shoot it until it shields itself. I should have done it closer, really. And then hit it with your stick, and then it jumps away. And then while it's up here, you shoot it again. You can actually do it very quickly if you. Got him. And he jumps down. If you're super quick, he can't even get his projectile attack off if you just shoot him like that straight away. Whereas if you hang around, he starts shooting blobs at you, and then it's quite tricky to get him. So as long as you know what the sequence of sort of necessary moves is, you can actually defeat this guy very, very quickly like that. So he's not even able to attack me because I know where he's going and what to do. It's kind of an auto-scroller, I think, is what speedrunners would call it. And then you know when you've got him because he does this. Splosh. I know it's a remaster, but I do love the art style of these PS2 platformers or action-adventure games. Yeah, me too. Because this is retained.
Thanks, Jade. I'd have ended up on a silver platter with an apple in my mouth if it wasn't for you.
More pig meat references.
Shut up. You're making me hungry. I'm gonna regret saving you.
What do you mean you're making me hungry? That's your uncle you're talking about. Yeah, because that's the thing about remasters. At least it kind of retains the original geometry and a lot of the original art style, whereas a remake can potentially be a huge departure from the original style.
Find a way to get our hands on that pearl, by golly.
Yeah, we have. We can get it later. Stylized games tend to age better in terms of visuals, says 1 in 100. That is absolutely right, yeah. I once got an email at work from a contractor called Carlson Peters. Every time I had to reply, I spent tens of minutes trying to think of a way to somehow bring up Beyond Good and Evil without making it weird, but in the end I didn't manage to come up with one and never did, says Cybersheep. Carlson Peters? I mean, yeah, I suppose it's believable. Got an email.
We've received an email from Double H. You found him? That's remarkable. He said you shouldn't worry about him. He'll find his own way back.
Although it's the same voice actor as the governor.
It should work. Be careful. We've received an email from Double H.
Like, quite clearly. The person who emails you from Iris is actually May, the blue cat girl. And I believe maybe her and Double H have a bit of a thing going on. Because in the cutscene at the end of the last stream we did, Hans says, "Oh, he was our best agent and friend," and then it sort of cuts to May.
Maybe this old pig can fly, but he's still got a bounce in his step.
Clonk. It cuts to May looking very sad, and Nino sort of looks at her sympathetically. Maybe it's just because he was a friend, but and then when you go back to Iris with him in tow, she's sort of talking to him with his first name instead of his code name. Although they all call her Jade in the Iris Den, so I don't know. But yeah, I do wonder if they've got a bit of a thing going on. A thing? I thought what me and Double H had was special, says Labrotovich. Yeah. Right. We've got a map there. Whoops. So we've got power that needs to go into this button.
No juice.
But we can't. The cable's been cut by the Reaper. However, up here we've got a rat on the fan, and you can see that the cable's been cut there too. But the fan is actually able to join the electricity. So if you shoot the rat and the fan, that can still jump anyway, so you don't need the fan to be there. But if you bring it round, you make the connection like that. Press the button. Door open. Easy.
Hey, Jade. Fuses ahoy! Just what we need to fix the Vader.
The Vader. Indeed, but we need a special triangle key to turn off the power. Otherwise, we will hurt our hands if we try and pull that out of there. Fortunately, it's just here, in this very normal-looking...
Special key for Miss Jade. Coming up.
Very, very normal-looking key dispenser.
Ow. Go get him, girl. Now. Well, I'll be. You got one heck of a way with Guardians.
Indeed. Okay, we've got a triangular key, which obviously is for using triangular doors and switches. This is one of the rooms where we need to do an email thing, but we can't do it at the moment. We need to come back later.
Destruction procedure. We'll just see about that, Mark.
You smash them into each other, they die with the impact. If you smash them into a wall, they don't die straight away. He's going to keep asking for PA1s and he's not going to get one. Oh my god. There we go. Once you hit them enough, you can then just smash them against the wall.
Having to beat up these little mechanical marvels.
So we need one fuse for now, but we're going to need another fuse later, and so I'm going to sprint round the back and grab this one. There we go. So is Paige Jade's uncle in a dad's close friend sort of way, or does Jade have an interesting parentage? No, it's they're not. I don't think they're blood related. I think it's dad's friend, Uncle Paige. Right, so we got our fuse. Paige has fixed the mechanism. All we need to do once we've got the fuse is somehow fix the cable that was meant to be powering the lift, which has been cut by the Reaper. So we'll pop the fuse in.
That's it, Paige. I was able to put in the fuse.
Great. All he needs now is a little electroshock treatment to wake him up. In any case, that's where we gotta climb up.
And the solution is, much like what we did in that room with the fuse, we cut this thin bit of cable and we power it off.
I found a power source.
Okay. Don't know if it passed any government inspections, but we'll know soon enough if it works.
It works.
Looks like it's working, Jade. But it's a real patch job. Not gonna hold long.
Well, we best jump in then. Press the button. Here it comes, the ominous lift.
If you ask me, we did one heck of a job, partner.
Don't go getting too excited there, Jade. If you ask me, the fat lady hasn't sung yet.
Let's see if it works. Maybe we'll get trapped in here. Made it to the upper hall. Oh!
This doesn't look very good.
Smells of smoked bacon in here.
By the way, Jade, here. This came for you the other day. Better have a look at it.
Why didn't you tell me sooner? It's probably a mission.
Yeah, probably. Sorry. But with everything going on lately...
Got some news from Double H. Oh, the Iris contact, he's still alive? I think so, yeah. I'll tell you all about it. So, Paige has given us an M disc there. He thought, oh, it's looking a bit dodgy. I'll give her this. It's a bit weird. Right, so press the button. Uh-oh.
It's the dog's monsters! Just like the ones that attacked the lighthouse!
Oh yeah, in fact I need to take a photo, don't I? Oh god.
Okay, it's filed. Good luck for the rest.
She's not fazed by the situation that Jade must have put herself in to get this photo. Nothing to worry about. Oh no, Paige's gonna die.
Jade, I'm not feeling so hot. Not too bad, sugar. Without you, I'd be smoked ham by now.
I'm not going to give him a Starkos for reasons that will become very apparent in the next 3 minutes. He will be fine. So, we can't get through this door right now. I'm not going to give him a Starkos, but I'll see. Any ideas? Shh. It's swimming with tuna heads. I can smell it. Tuna heads? That's what he calls...
Stay hidden, Jade. We gotta find out what we're up against first.
Okay, be right back.
So I'm just off to get a bit of a recce in the X-ray verification room. And actually, while I'm here, I can take my first photo for the report, because these cases, mysterious black cases with low biological activity, go into this scanner, and oh my god, they have human bodies inside. Human traffic. So that's going in the report. Good photo. A little white rat in there that runs away when you get close, but if you come down here... Oh, and there's a map, although I think I've got one. Or is this separate? Upper hall map is... Oh yeah, already got that. There we go, more cases. The rat will have come back already. There we go. Ratus albus.
Splendid picture.
Considering when this game was released, the DVD is probably of Ben Affleck's Daredevil or something. Yeah, it could be.
Your roll of film is finished. Good. I'll transfer a pearl to you, Jade. And I'll recharge your film.
Thanks. Albus Dumblerat. That's him. Can I kill it? No, I can scare it. And what have we got down here? The loading dock. Talk to Paige to give him a Starkos. I'm not doing that. And there we've got some more movement of the mysterious cases, but nothing for my report. So we're going to head back now, and maybe we'll give Paige a Starkos when we get back. Here we go. Go and tell him what we found.
Paige? Paige! I'm coming!
Uh-oh. You Fraggle Schnant. Oh no, tuna heads. Oh god. Oh. No. Smoked ham, yeah. Well, they left a case here, which we can now use to get through, thank goodness. But yeah, Paige has been captured by the Alpha sections. So he gave us that disc just in time. Jump up. Maybe if you'd given him that healing thing, he could have withstood the robits. Yeah, maybe. You Fraggle Schnant. There we go. So you can use the discs to press buttons, which is fun. Oh no. And of course, we can listen to For Jade, this disc is called.
Jade, you inherited generosity and courage from your parents. You know, I think about them a lot. We were very close friends. 20 years ago, we were forced to separate because we were all having some major problems with the authorities.
Pirates.
Your parents put you under my care to save your life.
You were all pirates.
We came to Hillis. Back then, it was a peaceful planet. I had hoped to raise you there safely. But the conflict spread. Now, you must know something. If I was able to get here, it was thanks to the Beluga, the spaceship that I designed and built with your father.
Ah.
It still exists, but I haven't exactly finished getting it back in top shape. You'll find the checkup report on my desk. The Beluga is at our place. You have to enter a code into each one of the consoles to open the secret hiding place.
What consoles?
I can't say any more on this M-Disc about it, but I hope this information will be useful to you if, one day, you have to use the Beluga. No matter what happens, good luck, Jade. Uncle Paige.
I remember, I have a memory of listening to this disc for the first time and getting excited, thinking, oh wow, that, you know, foreshadowing tells us that means we will be flying a spaceship at some point. And the final, that's the penultimate slide, and the final slide is that, which in the original version is a bit lower resolution, and I didn't necessarily think I didn't understand the significance, and it took me a while to work out how you access the Beluga. I, of course, know now how you access the Beluga, and we'll probably get it fairly soon on, rather than wait till later, but... So when you watch that disc, she does a little looking sad, and you can see like where she's standing, but you don't have to watch that disc in this reader. You can watch it anywhere, and I've always intended to experiment at some point and like watch it, you know, like in the Akuda bar or something, and see if she's just standing in the bar looking sad, or maybe you only get that cutscene if you watch it here. I don't know. But anyway, here's a laser grid that we can't open, but the vents. So now it begins. This is where the real Metal Gear Solid starts.
Miss THYRUS.
Miss THYRUS.
There are guards all over the sector. Whatever you do, don't get caught. We'll meet up a little further along.
Love this man. Oh. Oh, got an email.
Shawnee, Double H has informed us about Paige. He has seen him in the hands of the Alpha sections. Hang in there, Jade. Wrap up your report. That's the only way of saving Paige.
Oh. Spooky. So we now have to avoid the gaze of some of these boys. Very spooky. Oh, and here's another opportunity to take the photo. You can do that there, but I've already done it. So these ones are looking out that way for some reason, so that you can get past them safely. They don't do any movement or rotation, but some of them do. Nah, he didn't see anything. It's alright. It's fine. False alarm must have been the wind. So if they do see you, they will obviously raise the alarm. You can enter into combat with them, and you can just take them out if you want to, or you can flee. But if you do flee and you enter an area where they can't get to, or they're, you know, I think the in-universe reason is they're instructed to never leave their posts. So if you exit and go and like hide in a corner, they'll send a little drone to kill you, and you'll hit, and they have to get authorization to use their zone clearance drone. So you'll hear them say, "Demanding zone clearance authorization," and then you know that like this one-shot kill drone is coming for you, so you have to hide from it. And then they
Miss THYRUS, I'm blocked by the flames.
Miss THYRUS, I'm blocked by the flames. This guy went to RADA, I can tell. There we go. Turn the flames off and let him through. And then he can let you through. Press the button.
Yes, sir.
Someone praying around here. Oh, God! That doesn't stay off for long, does it?
Miss THYRUS, in case you have no other choice in the matter, you can sneak up behind the guards and strike them on their air tanks. That's their Achilles heel. We'll meet up further on.
Double H needs a mustache. His face looks naked without one. Yeah, he'd be good with a mustache. Do you know their combat techniques? They're most vulnerable from behind. So am I. But be careful when there are more than one. That complicates matters a little. Do they have to stay at their posts? If they detect something suspicious without knowing what caused it, they have orders to go and inspect the sector, in which case you better quickly change your hiding place without being detected. Indeed. Thank you, Double H. We'll see you later. So there's a boy down here facing this way. So you have to climb up here. And you have just been taught about the air tanks. In fact, in the original version, in this moment in particular, if you stand behind this guy, you can hear like a Darth Vader sort of like breathing sound, just to really like tell you, remember, this guy's got a breathing tank that you can take out. They seem to have removed it in this version of the game. But you don't have to hit this guy, you can just wander away. But if you want, you can give them a kick, and then they can't see what they're doing. If you give them another kick, their tank will do that. If they're just partially, if they're just wandering around like that and can't see, they'll help each other and they'll reattach their tanks. Here's something I discovered as well, like playing this version of the game. In fact, no, this isn't where. It's not a good example of. I mean, it is a bit. You see, I'm sitting in the shadow here. There's a lot of use of shadow in this game to actually show you where you can and can't stand. Now, shadow in and of itself doesn't affect whether or not they can see you. They have a pretty basic cone of vision. But we'll see later on there are some moments where there are some like proper visual light-based cues to tell you, oh, this is the bit you should hide behind now to stay out of their vision. This is the bit you should hide behind. You know, we'll see that in a couple of places here, I think. So I can, if I want, just...
Hey, you alright? Partner in distress. Huh? Alert! Alert!
So the trick is to dodge their hammer attack. Because then they drop their shields briefly. That's it. So you can engage them in combat. It's not game over if they see you, but yeah. BTJ says, howdy TP and everyone, hope the day's going well. TP, I was wondering, given that we've seen about the same amount of the two versions of Beyond Good and Evil 2, if you had your way, which one would be the one that comes out? I mean, if I had to choose between one and the other, I'd probably rather have a sequel just because I want to find out what...
All guards, hold your positions and stay on alert. Intercept and destroy.
Oh no. I want to find out what happens to the characters that I know and love. You know, that's why I'm looking forward to hopefully seeing a sequel one day. But I'm still looking forward to the prequel. It looks interesting. Having your pirate crew and, you know, spaceships, customizing your little fighters and... yeah, we've looped back round now, so we can exit later. So here is an example of what I was talking about. They place light sources behind guards in a lot of places so that this shadow here... He saw me just in that little thin bit of light, but... you see, I mean, either way, you would just use the box to see whether he can see you, but like if you stay in this shadow, that tells you... And there are other examples of it where it's a bit less... obvious that that's what you need to do. You know, the light is like a genuine helpful clue, really, or the shadow. So yeah, I like that. I'll head into this little cupboard now. Oh, yeah, there's loads of rats in this room. I believe if you shoot them, you actually get two crystals rather than one. Get rewarded for the trick shots, I guess. I've got plenty of Starcos. Is that all that's in there? Oh, there's K-Bups at the back. I have got a lot of money. I think I will get a few K-Bups.
Okay. A box of K-Bups completely restores your energy.
Have they ever said why they canned the old version or no? No, I don't think so. Don't think they've ever said. Oh yeah, this is a fun one. So you can... Obviously your camera will scan things like this, you know. Wall sconce, electron flux. I think if you aim at the vending machine... No, that doesn't seem to do it, but... Yeah, you can scan various things. Manual lock iron. Oh. What's up there? I can't remember. And if you scan this, it says traces of Blabera, a very greedy insect. And this is a hole at the back. So if you place a Starcos down, they come out to eat it, and you can take the photo.
Okay, I filed the picture.
It's a fun one, isn't it? What is up through this vent? I've forgotten entirely. The upper hall. Where am I? Oh! Just another little loop around. I don't think I've ever been through there. Oh, there's another one here as well, by the looks of it. Because on a run through the this version, this remaster, I spotted this. I climbed up here, and I was like, "Oh, this looks like you can open it." It was shut, and for some reason, it didn't occur to me to shoot the thing. So I was like, "Oh, that." I was like, maybe that's just a cut sequence that, you know, clearly once upon a time you used to be able to go up there. Anyway, you can shoot it open, and apparently, oh, the rats are back. Apparently, it loops back to that area that you can also get back to by just walking out and round that corner, which is a strange little loop. So many of these little buggers. Right, there we go. Right, let's climb up and around here now. Oh, yeah. Important room here. So, this is the Neutrophils vat. There is a guard just there who I don't think turns on the spot. So you need to distract him somehow.
That's odd. I'm going.
That's odd. What does he say? Nothing. False alarm. Oh, he's running back. Anyway. Oh yeah, little spidery things here. Oops.
Thank you so much for all the important information.
Sorry, yeah, BTJ, have they said why they canned the old version? No, I don't think so. I think they just, I think they canned it not in favour of the new version. They just canned it in general because I guess Ubisoft didn't have the budget and said, no, we don't want to make another Beyond Good and Evil. It didn't perform well enough or whatever, and so they canned it. And then later they decided, oh yeah, let's make one. And I think someone maybe said, oh, how can we turn it into a somewhat live service game? And they're like, oh, well, we'll have it so that you don't play as Jade. You can make your own pirate character. And they're like, oh, well, how does that work? Because everyone wants to find out what's happened to Jade. Oh, I know. We'll make it a prequel. So that's why you're not playing as Jade. You're in Jade's world, but it's a prequel and you're a pirate. So I think that's why the new version is being made, because it favours a certain kind of business strategy.
Paige's shoes. What have they done with you?
Interestingly, all you take out of here is
Perfecto. I've scanned it.
Paige's jet boots. You seem rather attached to them. He's never let me take a close look at them. All you take out of there is his shoes. But if you take this M disc out of here, surveillance camera. Can I actually use this as a reader? No, but there is a reader in there, so I just need to get some robots. Come in here and use the M-disc reader. If you listen carefully to what they say on this surveillance footage, the Workers get a Starcoast, but not Page. Yeah, that's right.
Did you undress him for packing?
Murderers! Torturers!
Affirmative. Jumpsuit and shoes. Everything's in the locker.
Jumpsuit. He doesn't wear a jumpsuit, but he used to wear a jumpsuit in a different, earlier draft of the game. And then at the last minute, they sort of changed his outfit. So that dialogue has been left in, where they're like, oh yeah, I took off his shoes and jumpsuit. But he doesn't wear one. So that don't make any sense. I hope somebody got fired for that blunder. We also, this is useful. It's the Hylian Army data bank. This is like what happens on, is it like World of Tanks, or what is it where they keep leaking like classified blueprints of military stuff. This is the equivalent, where the Carlson and Peters manual. Yeah, War Thunder, that's it. The entire, like, all of their strategy and stuff is available on a disc. And if it falls into the wrong hands, if someone leaves it on the tube, this is what happens. Regular army, laser-proof armor, perforating helmet, that's what Double H wears. Alpha sections, armor, sorry. Laser-proof armor, T-hammer, respiratory autonomy, but weak point in their breathing tank, they've written in their own military manual. Electric barriers. Keep clear of electric fields. Okay. Light armor, invulnerable when glowing. Transport small objects. These guys, you used to be able to get 2 of these guys as your companions. 2 of them would wander around with you in a late stage of the game. I've learnt so much from the gallery that came with the remaster. 2 of these little boys were wandering around with Paige and Double H and Jade. Do the shaky egg. Yeah, look at it go. Protection of aquatic accesses. Surveillance robot. These things fly around and they have gas propulsion, which you can shoot with the discs. We'll see some of those later. See all of this later, of course. Laser turret. Torpedo launcher. And these are the isobaric cases. They transport all types of living organisms in a state of lethargic control. Not suspicious at all. An M5 laser turret will kill you instantly if the alarm is raised. So let's not run into any of those. And that's a laser turret. Red ones can be turned off. Blue ones can't be turned off. And that's a surveillance thing. And another one. Those are for vehicular segments. So there we go. We've all learned some stuff. You could slowly farm infinite money if you really wanted to by running in there and coming back out here and killing the spiders. Right, let's leave. Love this track. It's my jam. So that needs the square hole. So we can't do that. These can't be disabled, but we can. If we want to open that door, press the button, but it will also turn on the lasers. Because the alpha sections like to create sort of, fun little assault courses for people. Right, man up there. If a rat bites you and you say ow, they can hear you. So rats can actually sort of give the game away a little bit if you get done by them.
Oh, I saw something over there! I'm going!
Must have been a rat. So what's going on here? We've got 2 guys. I think just going round and round in a circle. Paige not being naked when you find him again later in the game is a coward's move on Ubisoft's part. You're right. Well, it's because they took his jumpsuit, not his jacket. Oh! You saw nothing. So, you know, the chaotic move would be to start shooting people in the back here, if I wanted to, but not gonna. Gonna do the sneaky way. Can this guy see me? I don't think he can, no. Ready to see why Paige calls them tuna heads. Gross. So we'll take a photo of him in a minute, and that's the second photo we need for our report. Got a couple of dip noise swimming around in there. I think I've already got the photo. Yeah, I have. There we are. Go through there now. We've got a boy who I think is just gonna turn on the spot. Oh! I made it through. Jerome was on the other side of the door. So he's now convinced that no one could possibly have survived that and the zone has been cleared. So HD but so gross. Yeah, I know, there's all sorts of stuff that I was really looking forward to, like certain moments in this game. Like, oh, I wonder what this bit or that bit's gonna look like. Oh god, well, we're gonna have to get past the guy again because I died. Or maybe there's a checkpoint. There's a checkpoint. Good.
Miss THYRUS.
Miss THYRUS.
Did you see the Alpha sections? Look at their faces, they're no longer human. They're controlled by the DOMs. We must inform the entire population of this. Quick, send a picture to the Iris network. I'll continue looking for a way in.
Cheers, Double H. I wish it let you take photos of things that, even if they're a species and you've already got the species. Let me take the snap, you cowards. Let me set that as my phone background. Right, here we go. Publish.
Good work, Shawnee. I'll publish it. I'll also transfer it to the governor. I'm sure she'll be willing to help you out again.
He looks like Bruce Campbell. I suppose he does a bit. Got the big jaw.
We'll find each other sooner or later.
What happens if I shoot a Dipnoi with a disc? Will it die? Be lucky to hit one, to be honest. Never mind. Right. Made it. Okay. I think we're nearly at the end here of this area. Is it just this man? Oh! Uh-oh. Come and fight me then. Oh, the laser. difficult to fight when the floor is lava. Let's do it the sneaky way. In fact, why don't we... Because when I used to play this as a kid, my strategy was constantly shoot them in the back. And I try not to do that all the time now, because I think it makes things slightly too easy on some occasions. And then also, if you get too reliant on it, it makes things difficult on other occasions where you can't actually... it's not a viable strategy. But we'll do a bit of shooting in the back on occasion. Don't think they can see through this glass. Let's find out. No, they can't. Oh! Yikes. That was scary. Oh, I didn't even need to come over here. Oh. Just going for this chest, I think. There's a square key in it.
No.
Oh. Turn around. Oh wait, I need to... Most of my being detected by guards today has actually been taking a hit on something and then hearing me say ouch. Right. There we go. Did it. Routing or routing. So now we have the key for this door. And this is where they take the prisoners. So there's still a chance to save Paige. If we can intercept his isobaric case, then we're sorted. Okay, that guy's looking away. We're fine. And now there's a door there that we've been through here. We walked through. We went like into that cupboard with all the rats. But there's a door here now that we can get through.
Upper floor? Okay, I see where you're at. We'll start the deciphering program. I think we've got it.
F9B9. Through we go. And if we hurry, we can save our uncle from the loading dock. When I was doing my speedrun, I came in here and I couldn't work out how to... I was like, what do I do here? I'd like totally forgotten. Because you can sort of jump up there and like she won't grab anything. There's like no way out there. And there's nothing. And I was like, oh, I know what this room is. There's a boss fight that happens in here like right now. But I was like, it's not activating. I thought I'm supposed to just run in the room and it happens. But no, there's a man up there. And you have to aim your camera at him, and that's what triggers the cutscene. Oh, she's in her different outfit. You can actually take photos during this cutscene.
Calling all guards. Continue looking for the second intruder. The pig has been captured.
So it's all being controlled by the game, but if you press the shutter button, you can take snaps.
Your Excellency. The problem has been taken care of. My best men have found and neutralized all of the intruders. Everything's under control, Your Excellency. I'll take care of this minor detail myself.
Oh, will you? He's not the boss fight. Fighting another Spirit Eater. It's gonna shoot its seed at us.
Close hatches. Cast off moorings. Okay. Lift off.
No. The shuttles. See, the way she jumps and grabs there, that's why you can actually grab onto this this screen. You can jump and she won't grab it, but she'll do a jump onto it. Which I think it's just because of this cutscene. She sort of tries to. Oh no. What's it doing? It's making a Megazord. Oh. Gross. Goop. So we can try and fight it, but we'll discover that you hit one leg, if you run round, you can't hit the other leg. But I love the loop he does.
Hey, what the heck is this thing? Hold on tight, Mr. Yes, sir.
Best entrance in the game. So yeah, it's a two-man job fighting this monster. You need to hit one leg each.
Okay.
I'm making short work of it there because I know how it works. That's it. If you're quick like me, you can do it real speedy. That was lucky. Remember those legs. Is this legs? Remember them. We're going to see the legs again later.
Paige. They've taken Paige!
If it wasn't for you, it would have been me they took for a free ride in one of their luxury coffins. Turn ticket not included.
Yeah, not helpful, Double H.
I'll find you, Paige, no matter what. Hang in there.
That's her uncle in there. You're calling it a return, a one-way ticket in a coffin. Right, we've got an email.
Terrorist strike attempted by the Iris network at the municipal Nutripills factory. Thanks to the Alpha sections, the production line was fortunately saved, and a part of the gang of hoodlums were imprisoned.
The Hylian word, a reliable source of information. The slaughterhouses are blocked by the military over there, aren't they? Because that's where they take them, of course. They take them to the slaughterhouses. Affirmative. But I think there is an access point from one of the races taking place near the slaughterhouses. Track passes right underneath the surrounding wall. Alright.
We can get out through there, Miss Jade.
We can. You're absolutely right. There's a PA1 for me, not for you, Double H. Might give you a Starcoast, possibly.
Well done, Yade.
There you are. You can have... I'll give you one of these.
Here.
Gulps it down in one. So, you'll see where this brings us out. Yeah, Ben is not the fast one anymore. I'd kick his ass in a speedrun of this game that he has never played. Wouldn't I? It's the only game I would beat him in.
The exit isn't far.
Hey, you recognize this place?
Affirmative. Behind this door lies the cursed machine they used to rob me of half my memories.
Indeed. Right. Can't get down through that lift. This is just a fun... Like, I really like how just well designed this game is in terms of its sequences and stuff. You can't dangle and drop off here earlier, I don't think, when Paige is down there, because there's no reason for her to do that. I don't think you can. Maybe you can, actually, but I don't think you can. But once you come back here, you can very easily just unhook and drop off like that. Just a fun... It's very thoughtful design.
Miss Jade, there's an abandoned pearl down there.
Little reminder as well. They've done that so that you don't forget about the pearl. Oh my god, are you alright? What's he doing? Okay, so ordinarily I would now head down to the lab to do one of the email requirements, but I can't because I've not done the first one and you have to do them in order. But look, there's one of the legs. Is this leg? It is. It fell out of... Fell all the way down there. It's leg. That's it. I'm gonna head home.
We'll soon be outside.
We will.
Is Paige a member of the Iris network?
Could be. Don't ask me.
Oh, he cut that for us, remember?
All I know is how much he meant to me. Looks like you're finally getting your head back together again. You back with us?
Getting there. But my head is killing me. The machine gave my brain a good scrubbing.
He calls us Miss Jade now. He's no longer calling us Miss THYRUS. Right, so the hovercraft is down there, but unfortunately the door is shut behind us.
So you were able to get past the guards then?
Uh-huh. You came in a Mamago styled hovercraft with a horn on the front? Very cool. Way cool. Let's grab the pearl. We got it. Reaper.
No, I can't shoot here. It's too dangerous.
Oh, sorry. But if we try and go out the door, we will discover it's been shut behind us. But that's okay.
I can't shoot here.
Oh,
It's too dangerous.
I'm not trying to. It's the same button as dock. Okay. Clamber up. Fight these monsters that are making a horrible noise.
Mechanism is just over there. Should be able to clear the way.
Yeah, you can once we've killed this fella. Can I just shoot discs at it? No! Oh god, it's coming for me. Got him. Right.
Mechanism is just over there. I should be able to clear the way.
Good man. And here is what we needed the other fuse for.
Somewhere around here.
Remember? Remember I said the fuse?
Account identification. Okay. A boost capsule temporarily triples your max. A boost capsule temporarily.
How many K-bucks have I got? 7? I don't need that. That's fine. Right, pop the fuse in. Which seems dangerous while it's glowing, but never mind. And now the most traumatic part of the game. No one cares about Paige being taken away or some of the deaths that may or may not happen later.
It works. Double H.
Miss Jade, oh, this thing is eating up my insides. I can't hold out much longer.
No.
The boys from Iris, they might be able to do something to help me. It's my only hope. Get me back to Iris. I'm begging you. I can't breathe, Miss Jade.
Double H.
I'm connecting to my auxiliary circuits, but they won't hold out very long.
Oh god.
To Iris, quickly.
Oh.
I can't see a thing.
Where are you, Miss Jade?
Yeah.
It's 420 Blaze It. Photography jokes for Miss THYRUS. What camera brand is popular in the Arctic? Polaroid. Ha ha ha.
Polaroid.
Why was the photographer depressed? He was always looking at the negatives. He he he. What's the best way to make money fast?
Are you coming, Double H?
Sell your camera. Hi E. Why shouldn't you take photos of wheat fields? They always come out grainy. Ho ho ho. Did you hear about the man arrested for taking photos at a nudist beach? He was charged with indecent exposure.
Indeed.
Moggy snap.
Yeah.
Happy 420 BBBB blazing my dudes Lord 16 dab. Since we are so stealthy, here are some sneaky jokes you will never see coming. What do you call a sneaky cow? Invisible. Ha ha ha. How do you sneak into a house for ghosts? Just act supernatural. Hi.
Very good.
How do you sneak up on celery? You stalk it. Ho ho ho. How would you describe a ninja who is always critical about their own abilities? Stealth deprecating. How do you sneakily open doors? With a low key. Hi. Moggy steamed ham.
Yeah.
BBBBBBJBBBBBBBBBBBB Pearl BBBBB Carlson Peters BBBBBBB double H taking photos of life blaze it.
Taking photos. Thank you to everyone who just BBB blazed it. It's the sex number, my dudes. Thank you to Trowling Badger, Lord Brotovich, and Steven Skodes for all of your bits, and for your jokes, and for your BBB blazes. It's much appreciated. It's the sex number, my dudes. 420. Double H is dying. Let's get back into the mood now. This man is dying, and we are very worried about him.
I can't see a thing. Where are you, Miss Jade?
Oh. People are starting to protest. Oh God, is he all right?
I can't see a thing. Where are you, Miss Jade?
Oh, he's not well.
This way, quick. It's open.
Thanks, Peepers. Love that.
Nino! May! Quick! Double H is with me. He needs help.
Gonna find out his real name in a minute.
Double H reporting for duty. The Alpha sections have taken possession of the... the shoes at your service.
The shoes. Huh?
Hub!
Hub.
May, we have to give him our last dose of antidote.
Hub, can you hear me? Say something.
His pulse is dropping rapidly. Prepare the injection.
Your friend in exchange for your soul.
Hey, quick! We're losing him.
I'm here, Hub. You're gonna be all right.
Dunno, maybe they're just friends.
Hang on, it's almost over.
He's got the corona THYRUS. There we go, he's alright.
Hub is safe.
Bit of
He's a
Moderna.
fighter. He'll be okay. He'll be back on his feet in a couple of weeks. Friends, I believe Jade has just shown us an amazing demonstration of courage.
Nice work, kid.
Good. Now come have a look. That's where the victims are taken. That's where they've taken your uncle, Jade.
The old slaughterhouses.
Your next report.
Jade, your last report from the factory had a large impact on the population. The Hillians have spontaneously shown their support.
They've donated pearls to Iris.
This is for you. It'll come in handy in the future.
This is another way that the game tries to kind of keep you locked in a certain sequence, so we can't progress to certain areas and certain missions without buying things from the Mamago Garage, and you can't afford them from the Mamago Garage without big injections of pearls at regular, specific points in the game. You can go out and get every single bonus side objective pearl possible, but I still think it's that you can't get the jump pack without having done this, which is just a clever way of kind of locking you behind certain requirements. 15 pearls. So, we need to get to the slaughterhouses. Have many of the agents from Iris been captured by Alpha sections? We use a maximum amount of protection, but they're everywhere. We've been without word from our chief for several days now. The Chief of the Hillis section? None of us know his true identity. We can't go and help him. We don't even know where he is. Do the Alpha sections have the slaughterhouse occupied? Most certainly. That seems to be where the traffic converges. It's going to be very difficult to get in there. They've become a militarized zone. It's impossible to get close, but if you have a look at the hovercraft races, one of the racetracks is near the surrounding wall, so we might be able to get in. There's no chance of going out to sea thanks to their anti-DOMS protection barriers. I mean, you should go and see what the rhinos can do. Even though they're illegal now, I think they're still selling old jump kits for hovercrafts. So the races 3 and 4 in the hovercraft race tournament is beyond the city limits over a laser barrier, but you can jump over it by buying a kit from Mama Goes. Will he make it? He's past the worst of it thanks to you. He just needs some rest now. Did you get my picture of the factory? Of course, it's already been pasted and edited. You did an incredible job. Be careful, Jade. And that's why people are already starting to protest, because of my report. And over time, as you complete more and more story missions, you get more and more people protesting on the streets of Hillis, which is a fun detail.
I'll be back to check up on Double H.
Hub. Only subs are allowed at sea, no DOMs. Indeed.
WWTAO. We work together as one.
He's alright.
Carlson and Peters, page 823.
If we check his inventory, he carries it with him. Carlson and Peters. And actually, I can also show you something. You can give him a bronze T-hammer, which is it's not regulation Hillian equipment, but for once, Double H doesn't mind. He's very by the book, but he does like this fancy T-hammer, so you can give him that. Which he's got, in fact. So when you see him in combat, he'll be using a special version of the hammer, not the standard military one. And this is his regular armor, Hillian Army issued resistant armor. But this is his outfit, which I love. Dark Double H armor. Oh, the Alpha Section armor has seen better days, but then again, so has Iris Network Agent Double H. So you can get him in Alpha Section armor. I think that's so cool. I knew that was going to be... I was like, if they've done a cosmetic item for Double H, it's going to have to be Alpha Section armor, because you've got to work with this mesh. You know, you need to retexture this. So I'm not sure we should have him wandering around, though, in this. He might get in big trouble. But no, it's very cool. He doesn't have the air tank on the back either. We'll have him in this. Jade's in her outfit. I think it's really cool. Cool. So,
DPUTT. Don't break up the team.
Well, keep up with me then, you slow coach. So now, oops, now we're here. We can go into the.
No DOMs, no alphas, all for Iris. No DOMs, no.
Oh, Shawnee and Iris equals peace. You gonna be alright? I think so. That's the second time you've saved my life, Miss Jade. D-Butt. Carlson and Peters, page 822. 823, Miss Jade. We keep needing more and more pearls. We absolutely must buy a pearl detector. Ming Tzu sells them in Fountain Square. Hey Rob, you left your taxi? You betcha. Can't even leave Hillis anymore. And there are some amazing whales out in the open sea right now. And if you say safe and sound in its shell to him, he knows the other half. Keep up the good work, guys. I just collected 3 more pearls for you. Oh, thank you. Very kind. We have a triangle key and a square key, so we can get through these two. There's a square door somewhere.
Rise, Hillians! Hillis is in danger!
Indeed. Head down here. Hey, Chico. Hey, Jade, did you hear? Apparently there's a colony of pearl-producing crochaks at the top of the crater on Black Isle. One day, if I get a hold of a ship, I plan on going straight there and raiding them. So that's what you can do with the beluga when you have access to it. What's he doing? Suspicious man. How are things in town? You live outside the city? Stay clear of the caves and the bays. They're full of looters who get rich by attacking innocent aliens. And here's a lovely touch for the remaster. You may have seen me post about this on Twitter. But over here on this bench, I can't remember if the bench is new. Maybe the bench was always here. But certainly, the bouquet of flowers is new. And I saw some people talking on Twitter saying, oh, is this part of the treasure hunt? Because there's a letter E on it. But this is because a member of the team at Ubisoft Montpellier, Emile, he sadly passed away. I think he had an aneurysm during the development of Beyond Good and Evil 2 the past couple of years. He was, I think he became creative director of the project. And at age, he was about in his late 30s, I think. Sadly, he's passed away. So this is a little tribute to him. E for Emile. So that's a nice little thing they've put in there. And of course in the credits as well, they dedicate the game to him. So this is a special fish. It's like a koi, I think.
Great, I can start a backup.
And I think I've got a walrus already, haven't I? Yeah. God, he looks so much like Billy. He's even wearing pink and purple. So if we scan our thing.
Account identification. Okay.
I forgot TP was live. And look, it's Tiny Peter. What a lovely day. Hello, Ghosted Mozart. Welcome in. So while we're here, I'm gonna buy loads of stuff here. Right, I want the super attack strengthened, which now allows us to fire projectiles when we do our charged attack, which is very useful when fighting guards, as it turns out. It's a bit OP, actually. I'll get the pearl detect. Well, I don't need it right now, but I'll see how much money I've got left. I'll buy all the pearls. I'll get the PA1. And the Mecha Impulse, so this is increases your vehicle's energy gauge, which I'm not too fussed about. I may as well get the pearl detector now while I'm here. And you know what?
Well done, Yade.
Why not get the animal detector as well? I don't think I really need animal detector anymore. I think I pretty much just get every animal as I encounter it. I don't really forget about them as I go, but some of them are sort of semi-random encounters in the sense that they're always in the place where they're supposed to be, but you kind of, you know, like the flying manta ray, you'll be going around on your hovercraft at one day and you'll see it and go, oh yeah, I better take that photo now while I'm here, rather than, you know, a lot of them you encounter at very specific points through the game. So it's probably worth having that, even if you know where everything is. But the most interesting thing you can do in here is that if you speak to Ming Su and say the Iris password, safe and sound in its shell, the precious pearl is that, excuse me, Double H. So, you like haikus? I have an excellent... Double H, what are you doing? Oh my god. So you like... so you like haikus, do you? I have an excellent collection of works, miss. Why don't we go take a look in the storeroom? I think I may have a copy left of my haikus. And he opens this for you. You go into the back. He steps through. And here we go. I keep copies of the latest issues from the Iris on MDisc. If you like, I can also subscribe you to the Iris Flash. That way you'll get live news flashes by email. Of course, everything's free for members. I'll subscribe.
Perfect. You're signed up. Now you'll receive the live news flashes.
It's a good voice. And I'll take the issues if I may. Perfect. Help yourself. So we'll take the discs. And as you go through the game now, as you're doing your own reports, you'll see the emails that people are getting about the stuff that you're discovering out in the field. So actually, if we'd subscribed to if we'd been here to Ming Su's shop before we went to the factory just now, we would have had a couple of Iris flashes while we were out doing our mission. But now we've got...
You will now receive live news flashes from the Iris network.
We will. And we can read copies of Iris that have been produced already, including our own.
11, a new wave of kidnappings in the pedestrian district. Reporter Double H. The Doms have once again struck hard at the Hylian population. Another 850 people have been reported missing since last week. The so-called protection given by the Alpha sections against the Doms' attacks is derisory at best.
Derisory at best. So that's one that Double H did. Here's another that he did just before I joined.
Iris 512. Hill is showered with Dom's meteors. Reporter Double H. The canals, the Mamago garage, and the lighthouse shelter suffered a violent attack from the Doms yesterday. The protective shields were not able to stop the Doms' meteors. The Alpha sections did not arrive on the scene until after the alert. The Alpha sections are incapable of assuring the protection of Hillis.
Indeed. But the best report, of course, is the one that I did. And has way better photos than what Double H has been taking.
Iris 513. Human traffic at the Neutrophils factory. Reporters Double H and Shawnee. According to the Alpha sections, the shuttles between the factory and the slaughterhouse ensure the provisioning of our soldiers.
I wish Dom would be a good boy and stop spreading his meteors, says Forgotten Media. Yeah.
But our reporters have successfully infiltrated these places.
That's the actual photo I took.
A cover for human traffic. Hundreds of victims are sent there daily under the surveillance of the Alpha sections.
I really like that your photos make it into the report.
The Alpha sections themselves are controlled by the Doms.
They flipped that horizontally. It's been manipulated.
The Alpha sections are traitors under the pay of the Doms.
It's true. Well, there you go. Let's head out here. And, you know, I think it's a good time to call it there. But if you listen now to this...
To destroy the Neutrophils factory that supplies our city with precious food. Join the
So now they're saying that the Iris have tried to destroy the Neutrophils factory.
The truth about the horrific human traffic at the Neutrophils factory. The proof in issue 513 from Iris.
Yes.
Rise, Hylians! Hillis is in danger! Rise, Hylians! Hillis is in danger!
I'll probably actually go and save at Ming Su's. And we'll call it a day there. Join me next week as we head to the slaughterhouse. We'll be doing some hovercraft racing. We'll be, you name it, we'll be doing it. Taking lots of photos, killing lots of guards with our new super attack. And I will be, if all goes to plan, I will be streaming at normal time and on the normal day next week. There's been a bit of juggling around in the past couple of weeks due to various commitments that myself and Ashton and other people have had. Ashton is currently doing her play through the week, which was wonderful. I went to see it last night and it was a very feel-good thing. It was lovely. So, yes, I will be streaming on Monday at the usual time of 5 p.m. British summertime, BST. So join me then for another session of this game. And in the meantime, I hope you have a nice rest of your week. I will, of course, be live tomorrow as well in the join stream, Blaze It, with Ben Potter. Not sure what we're going to play, actually. We've not decided, so we'll need to pick something when we get into work tomorrow. But check out social media, look out on Twitter to find out what we're going to be playing. But you know when and where. We'll be streaming and we'll be having a great time, I'm sure. So join me for that. Join us for that. And enjoy the rest of your Wednesdays, everybody. Is somebody streaming right now? Let's do a raid if we can. Cultaholic is streaming Football Manager. We're going to raid Cultaholic. They raided me last week, actually, so that's a nice thing to do. /raid Cultaholic. So go and say hello to the boys. they're playing some Football Manager. It'll be presumably Jack and Owen, unless there's been any changes to their... Yeah, it is the two of them. I see them. Good. Well, say hello from me, and have a nice Wednesday. Lovely. All right then. Bye, everybody. Where's the button?